What's going on, guys? Welcome back to YouTube. So today I just wanted to talk to you guys about a question that I get asked quite often working in a gun store is for your first AR, should you build or should you buy? And it's kind of a tricky question to answer, honestly. There's a bunch of different ways you can go if you buy. There's a bunch of different ways you can go if you build. And hopefully by the end of the video, we can kind of have that question answered for you personally. The short answer is it depends on the person. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it and we'll answer all those questions. So first off, let's talk about the buying route. If you buy an AR, a new AR off the shelf, you can get something along the lines of this. This is an unbranded AR. That's literally the brand is unbranded. They're pretty sweet, especially for the price. They come with an ambi bolt release, which is pretty sweet. It's typically the more expensive rifles that have that. So bolt release obviously right there, but you also have one right here. So obviously not hitting the paddle on the other side. There you go. Bolt release goes home. You can get a pretty sweet rifle buying a new one off the shelf. Nice thing about this is it's always going to run most of the time. If you go with a super cheap one like a Bear Creek Arsenal, which I don't recommend, you're probably going to have more issues. There's a ton of different brands you can go with buying that are actually pretty decent for the price. Palmetto State Armory, they're a good company. They do pretty good on their customer service as well. So if your gun doesn't work, you can always contact them and take care of it. There's companies like Radical, which they're decent. And then also if you are looking to go ahead and just buy something super nice just straight out the gate and not have to worry about upgrading things over time, you could always go with something more expensive. I've got Black Rains right here. I also recommend Wilson Combat, Daniel Defense, BCM. If you want a really nice rifle that is plug and play, ready to go, I would recommend getting an Aero Precision lower, complete lower, and get a BCM complete upper, and you can run that for a while. That gun's going to last you a lifetime. I've rarely seen people wear those BCM uppers out, and those Aero Precision lowers as well. They're both very durable. So part of the reason why a lot of the times I'll recommend a less expensive AR for a new AR owner is a lot of times we're balling on a budget. Let's be real, economy sucks right now, stuff's expensive. You don't have thousands upon thousands of dollars to go drop on an AR. Completely reasonable. So actually, to show you one of mine, this is my 5.56. This gun started out as a $350 American Tactical AR that I got whenever I was 19 years old, and I just upgraded it to be exactly what I wanted later on. So like I said, started out as $350. Now it's got a Wilson Combat upper and lower combo on it, upper and lower set on it. It's got an LMT bolt, Geisley trigger, Wilson Combat grip, Magpul stock, Geisley charging handle, Ballistic Advantage barrel, Bootleg Industries handguard, Cloud Defensive light, Whip Machine SME up front, which I do occasionally run this gun suppressed. It just kind of depends on the day, and an adjustable gas block on it too. So this gun is tuned up to be exactly what I wanted. Main thing about this gun is throughout the entire process of upgrading this to this point, I always had a working firearm. I could always go out and shoot with my buddies, have fun with the range days, do all that kind of stuff, and not have to worry about, oh man, well, I haven't been able to have the money to buy my lower yet, or my trigger yet, or my barrel yet, or whatever it is. You've always got a working gun, and that's pretty sweet. Also, if you were to swap out a part, say your gas block or something, and all of a sudden your gun does not run, you know what your problem is. You can single out, say, okay, it's that gas block, something's going on with it, we can single out that issue, rather than completely building an entire rifle and go out and shoot it, gun doesn't work. In those situations, it's going to be a little bit harder to diagnose the problem because you may not have tightened something down right, you may not have aligned something right, things along those lines. As far as the full build route goes, and this is building from the ground up, this is one of my rifles as well. This is a 300 blackout integrally suppressed gun that I personally built. I don't know how much money I've got sunk into this gun. So yeah, this gun, whenever I first built this one, I built probably 5 or 6 other guns at this point. I just wanted to get off into the suppressor world. This gun was nothing but problems starting out. I couldn't get it to operate right. It was recoiling way more than what it should, way overgassed. So I had to do a lot of tuning to this gun to get it to function properly. Now, I have the tools at my disposal to do that in here. So I was able to do all the things that I needed to do to make this gun function how it should. Now I've probably got 2,000 rounds to this rifle, and it cycles perfectly fine. It's very cool, very quiet, very awesome. Building, you can get exactly what you want first go around. You don't have to do any part swapping or anything like that, which typically you'll make compromises when you are buying a brand new rifle straight off the shelf. Whether it be, oh, well, I don't like that trigger, or well, I don't like that barrel or that grip, or whatever it may be. With building, you get exactly what you want straight out of the gate. Only downside is if you have issues with it, if you're not very familiar with this operating system and how these guns work, you will not be able to fix it, most likely. I would highly recommend, if you go the build route, have somebody handy, whether that be a local shop, a gunsmith, a good friend who builds a lot of ARs. So if you build, make sure you have good resources. As far as optics goes, I would definitely put a $200 minimum on whatever optic you get. Take it from me, somebody who has bought the $50 optics, the $100 optics, the Amazon optics. They suck and they will fail, and you will get mad. Buy something good first time, save your money, buy something good, and have that work for you for the rest of the time that you have that gun. And there are a bunch of other ins and outs of building an AR versus buying an AR. These are just kind of a few of the surface things that you may want to consider before you go off and start spending a ton of money on something like these. So I think that about covers it. If there's anything I missed, leave me a comment down below and I might be able to touch on it in another video. I will go in depth on the ARs that I've got, both of these two and my other one that I keep at the house. These are just two guns that I typically have up here at my shop with me. Yeah, let me know down in the comments if I missed anything, and I'll cover it in another video. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, drop me a comment. We'll see you guys in the next one.